As a coach who works specifically with ambitious women who want to be successful in their work and careers, one of the situations that I run into very often is someone who is feeling stuck in a work situation that is toxic, whether it is the boss, it's the organization, it's the team. There is so much negativity and fear, and that has, of course, made an impact on this person. And very often she knows that she should be moving on. She has people around her telling her that, you can do better. Why are you staying? This isn't good for you. And still she finds herself staying, right? So very often when these women jump on calls with me, they beat themselves up and they say, maybe I'm being lazy, or I know that I should have left a long time ago. But here's the thing, that if you are finding yourself in a bad situation and you are still not moving on, there's usually a good reason for that. And the reasons that I very often help uncover with my clients is, first of all, looking into the future, right? So these women very often have heard that you can do better, but there's also a tiny voice in their head that's like, what if I don't, right? Because if we have been in a toxic workplace for a while, we are usually tired, we are exhausted, we're overwhelmed, because we're constantly looking out for dangers, right? A toxic workplace and an environment does not feel safe. So the idea, like, even if we have this thought or this suspicion that what if I can't do better? What if I put in all this time and energy and effort to find a new role and then I end up in a similar situation or worse? If we think that that's going to happen, it makes complete sense that we wouldn't actually try to make that happen, right? The other thing that very often comes up is the fear of what's going to happen with your current employer, boss, team, organization when they find out or when you tell them that they're leaving, right? If there is a bad situation, right? It's also knowing that when I tell them I'm going to leave, what if they lose their minds, right? And I'm going to be honest with you, as someone who helps women do this all the time, very often they don't have a great reaction, right? So then knowing that that is about them, right? And feeling confident in your ability to handle that, even if that's going to be a hard conversation, a hard day, they might do or say things, knowing that that will happen and that will have to happen in order for you to move forward is something that can be helpful, healing, to be aware of that. So not be afraid, what if this happens, but to expect and prepare for that to happen, right? So in these situations, working with a coach can be very helpful because it means having someone on your team who can help you gain perspective, who can help you prepare for these conversations. What do I say? When do I say it? How do I say it? How do I respond if they do or say these things? So that you also come from a place of empowerment and confidence, and also having somebody reminding you why you're leaving, what it is you're going to, that it's not your fault, it's not your responsibility, because it's very easy when we're doing this on ourselves that it becomes so overwhelming and so scary that we actually end up not leaving, right? So if you are in a situation like this, if you're interested in hearing what working with me could look like, you just book a call with me. You tell me about your current situation, what it is that you want to achieve, and what is kind of keeping you stuck. And sometimes we don't even know what's keeping us stuck. And that's where I can also help you understand that. And then we set up a game plan, right? And it's also an opportunity for you to share what are the things that are worrying you, what are the things that you're afraid of, because also very often when we are in an environment like that, it can feel scary to even start looking, right? I hear this all the time. What if they find out that I'm networking? What if they start suspecting that I'm having interviews or whatever, right? And also that fear can hold us back from even trying to do something. But I do want to tell you that if you are in a work situation where you are being treated poorly, where people are not appreciating you, where there's a lot of negativity and blame, and it feels like whatever you're doing is never good enough, you deserve better. And there are millions of employers and organizations and amazing leaders out there that would be lucky to have you. Okay? So feel free to reach out. Super happy to have a informal chat about this. And I wish you a great day. Bye.